Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Joey, the Veiled Cottage Witch, and according to my poll that I took on YouTube, I asked you guys if we should skip the court cards and go right on to the cups. You guys said no way. You guys said we need those court cards to go over, so here I am with the court cards just for you. So the court cards. So the court cards get a lot of confusion. People don't know if they represent people, if they represent situations. Let me just tell you, I interpret them as people. Either they are other people in your life or they are you. Plain and simple. That is my take. Other people might see it differently, but this is just how I take it. I don't fool around. There are a lot of other cards in the tarot that represent situations and energies. To me, these represent people in your life. So this is another episode of One Card in 4 Decks. So without further ado, let's look at the Page of Wands in the Rider-Waite deck, represented in 4 other decks, or 3 other decks, I should say. So let's look at the imagery of the Page of Wands in the Rider-Waite Smith deck. So pages right away are the students of the deck. They're always learning. They're curious. They're youngsters. They really want to know all about the suit that they represent. So the Page of Wands is the student of fire, because we know fire is wands, right? So you can see him, he's analyzing his wand here. He really doesn't know what he's doing with it. Take that as you will, right? We know what it looks like. Okay, let's get that over with, boys and girls. We know what it looks like. Let's just address the elephant in the room, right? So we have the analogy of the 3 pyramid-like shapes in the background, which represent spirituality. And then we have his curiosity representing the passion, right? So he's passionate about his journey in spirituality, right? He's got an inquisitive face, so he wants to learn all about what he's supposed to do with his wand going through these 3 pyramids of spirituality. He's grounded, he's got a lot of ground underneath him, but he doesn't have a lot of experience, as you see nothing behind him. So he is a student of the wands, right? So let's see what we have in our other decks. So yes, I had to get the dragons out today. Well, let me talk first about the orange calcite. I picked the orange calcite because even though it is a firestone, it is still very soft. It does flake away and will dissolve in water. And I thought this is perfect for the page because even though it has that fiery energy, it's still easily able to dissolve. So it's got weakness, right? So I thought it'd be perfect for today's lesson, the orange calcite. I do love my calcites. All right, on to the Tarot of the Dragons. So we've got the 3 pyramids in the background. We've got this little guy, and he's more than analyzing. He is setting his wand on fire. And we know little ones like to set things on fire. I know my little one, who I get to speak to this evening, try to set the house on fire with his Mrs. Fields cookie maker. So, yeah, we can't leave them alone for long. They will get curious and curiouser and curiouser. And then you see he's got a little salamander, just like the salamander on the Page of Wands coat over here. He's got one on his little arm. Isn't that cute? And so, yeah, he's ready to fuck shit up, I think. You know, this guy's a troublemaker. So not necessarily curious, more like, what else can I set on fire kind of thing. We've got to watch this guy as he learns, right? He is going to be probably sent to the principal's office quite a few times in Dragon School, or whatever they call it in Dragon School. Yeah, so I feel like this is a good representation of the Page of Wands. He's learning what he can set on fire along his spiritual journey. So that would probably be a metaphor of, you know, what exactly can he do with his passion? You know, what can he set ablaze? You know, I think he's learning quite a lot already. And what's he going to do with this information? Right? I love that card. That's too cute. And then we have the Crow Tarot by MJ Cuillinane. And look at this little back talker. Talk about a troublemaker, right? I love this beautiful sun right here. I love MJ's Cuillinane's artwork. It's just amazing. So this crow has got her wand and she's taking it, and look at her. You know, she's just letting the world know she's here. It's like, all right, I am here to learn. And listen, this is what I want. She's already, you know, again, talking back in class, already in trouble, but she's speaking her needs. Get out of my way. I got things to do. And I think this hill probably represents the three pyramids here. She is really letting other people know to get out of her way. She's got learning to do. She's very passionate about what she wants and very vocal about it. And yeah, letting the world know about it very clearly from the start. Get out of my way. I love her. Had to use her as an example. There were so many I could choose from, you guys. But I thought I would choose ones that I thought were unique and different and not all the same. You get into the court cards and they all tend to look the same. So I wanted to really, I sat here for about 20 minutes poring over my decks trying to get ones that were different and not all the same. So hopefully I did a good job today. Let me know in the comments. So yeah, I feel like she's very fiery and letting you know my presence is here. And then I have the Age of Witchery by Roger J Horne, and I am reading his cartomancy book. So, and I'm loving it. It is how to read playing cards and Marseille cards, which is what his deck is, from the perspective of the folk witch, and that is me. So I'm really loving his deck more and more. So, and he calls his pages knaves, so I quite like that. So for the Knave of Rods here, I love his stance. So if you look, he's got his crook or his rod, and he's pointing to this field, and he's like, should I go this way? This way? I mean, he's so unsure. Even though you really can't see his expression on his face. You know, he's got the rod in one hand, and he's gesturing out to the field, and he's just like, do I go this way? Is this the way to enlightenment? Like, is this where I'm supposed to go? And I like that because that's exactly the kind of attitude that the page has. He's so unsure of himself. You know, am I going the right way? Can somebody please tell me? I need that assurance, you know? And pages do. They're just students. They don't know. It's like a freshman coming into high school. Am I going to the right class? Is this the right hall? Do I have the right locker? You know, they're always asking these questions. So I feel like this sums it up so simply that I'm really loving these cards, this Age of Witchery deck. You'll be seeing more of this, guaranteed. And just this simple gesture says all of this. So, love it. There are no salamanders. There are no pyramids. There's barely a wand, but there's just this gesture. Do I go this way? Love it. So, that is the Page of Wands through the Rider-Waite Smith, the Tarot of the Dragons, the Crow Tarot, and the Age of Witchery Tarot for you. I hope you enjoyed. Please visit my website at theveiledcottagewitch.com. You can request a class. You can request a service. You can also peruse my herbal products. Make sure that at checkout, you put all caps veiled to get free shipping within the U.S. And with that, live your best life and live for yourself. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.